Look at this, Ecclesiastes chapter 7. I'm reading from verse 17. Ecclesiastes chapter 7, verse 17. Be not overmuch wicked. Normal wickedness, bad. Regular wickedness, bad. But if you're doing too much of that and you're fast into wickedness, you run fast in being wicked and you immerse yourself deep in wickedness, all you can think about, all you can plot, all you can plan is wickedness. Here comes the word of wisdom. Be not overmuch wicked, neither be thou foolish. Why shouldest thou die before thy time? The people who die before their time, they run into wickedness, headstrong, and then eventually they die before their time. I will not die before my time. Say it aloud. Say it with purpose of mind. When people are overmuch wicked, and they join a gang, they join the people who will, you know, they want to rob and do everything. Even now, ladies join them. And they are much wicked. And daddy is saying, my daughter, where do you go every night? Son, where do you go every night? Daddy, I'm old enough to take care of myself. What do you do? And you're riding this kind of car, you don't have a job I know anything about, and you don't have anything you can say, this is what I do, this is what I do, and you're splashing money. You're like a millionaire, and there is no obvious job you're doing. You are getting that through wickedness. Something is coming, and if you are not careful, it will catch up with you. Be not overmuch wicked, no foolish. Why should you die before your time? I will not die before my time. I must watch what I do. I must watch where I go. I must watch how fast I run. I must watch and evaluate what I do. Is this wickedness or is this goodness? Because you can go 1 mile too long. You can have 1 act too much, and then life is gone. If you die with a gang of wrong people, wicked people on the road, and the rest of them escape and you die, where will you spend eternity? Psalm 55. In Psalm 55, we're looking at verse 23. Psalm 55, verse 23. Look at this. But thou, O God, shall bring them down into the pit of destruction. Look at this. Bloody and deceitful men. Bloody and deceitful men shall not live out half their days. But I for the blood of other people. Bloody and deceitful men, and they lure men and they lure women into a trap bloody and deceitful men shall not live half their days. If you are supposed to live up to 70, now you are 33 and you have not gone to half of your days. Why don't you sit down and think and look ahead and plan? And why don't you evaluate the kind of people you're going to be moving with at 33, at 32, at 29? Because bloody and deceitful men shall not live half their days. If Jesus tarries another 30 years, you'll still be alive. If Jesus tarries another 40 years, you're still alive. And the goodness of God will be following after you. Don't be a bloody man, a blood-thirsty man, a blood-thirsty woman, because they don't live long. They don't live half of their days. Somebody says, hey, preacher, I am 57 and I'm still alive. Man, listen to the word of wisdom. Have you gone through the X-ray from God that shows you your heart? There's no hole there before. There's no hole in your heart. Your weakness and the pills you have to take before you sleep, and the pills you have to take to stay awake, and the pills you have to take to control the urine, and the pills you have to take to control your breathing. Doesn't that tell you the man is dying little by little by little? If you die 1% a day, 2% 2 days, 5% in 1 week, and you die 20% dying. It doesn't take time for something that is happening one day to reach 100. And once 100%, I saw the man yesterday, I saw that woman last week, but now they are mourning. We will not mourn for you. That's why you came here, so that life will come into your life. I'm happy to have you here. Long life in Jesus' name.